Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome into Live at 5 here on WBON TV Channel 9. Filling in for Grindle and Morton, I'm Michael Watkins, and today we have updates on some more fun events to wrap up the summer with the Richmond Parks and Recreation. We have breaking news out of the Amanda Spradlin case as we come on the air, and we'll have today's weather forecast, looking ahead to the end of the week and see how that might impact the Madison County Fair. And today in sports, a look at the defending state champions in boys golf, the Madison Central team as well. All that and plenty more coming up today on Live at 5. But first, in our lead story, the Kentucky State Police Electronic Crime Branch continued their crackdown on child sexual images on the internet. Today, officers located, interviewed, then arrested Stephen Blevins, age 25, of Mount Vernon, relating to a child sexual abuse material investigation. The arrest took place today just before noon, and Blevins was interviewed as the result of an Internet Crimes Against Children investigation. The KSP Electronic Crime Branch began the investigation after receiving a complaint that the suspect was downloading sexually explicit images of juveniles to an online social media account. The investigation resulted in conducted a knock and talk at a residence in Mount Vernon this morning. Equipment used to facilitate the crime was seized and will be examined at a forensic laboratory. Blevins is currently charged with 20 counts of possessing matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor under the age of 12. This charge is a Class C felony, punishable by 5 to 10 years in prison. Blevins was lodged in the Rock Castle County Detention Center. Well, a heavy police presence has been noticeable in Nicholasville today, but there's no cause for alarm. In fact, it's a proactive step to ensure the safety of students. Local law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency management teams are conducting a comprehensive safety walkthrough of all 12 Jessamine County schools. This coordinated effort aims to strengthen response plans and familiarize first responders with each school's layout. From the Sheriff's Department to 911 operators, everyone involved in emergency response is participating in the drills that took place today. The goal is to identify potential vulnerabilities and refine procedures to protect the children. And Jessamine County Schools Safety Director says this collaborative approach is crucial in the world that we live in today. Well, as we told you, we have breaking news in the murder case of Amanda Spradlin just before airtime. After months of waiting, her family is finally getting some answers. Kentucky State Police have made multiple arrests in connection with the tragic death of the 38-year-old. Dr. Michael McKinney II, a local dentist, and his son, Michael McKinney III, have been charged. McKinney III faces murder charges, while both men are also facing complicity to tampering charges. A third man, Josh Mullins, has also been charged with complicity to tampering. Spradlin was found stabbed to death inside a Prestonsburg home last June. Her family has been relentless in their pursuit of justice and was present during the arrest today. This is a developing story, and we will continue to bring you the latest information as it becomes available. Well, with Grin being out today, I'm not able to be down at my favorite Tuesday spot, which is Irvin McDowell Park, for the Tasty Tuesday event, but that will still be going on. Doesn't mean you can't go. Today, the live music taking place now up until 8 p.m. So the live music begins at 6, and that is going to be the new developments. As for all the other fun, again, going on now until 8 p.m. at Irvin McDowell Park. The vendors on site, you've got Tolentino's, Piggin' Out, Kentucky Crepes, Jenna Bella Treats, the Little Donut Trailer is there, and also the staples of every Tuesday, Dreamin' Creek Brewery and Chenault Vineyards. Also, the book club review taking place today is Little Women, and the book club pickup is Daisy Jones and the Six, and all that going on right now at Irvin McDowell Park, part of Tasty Tuesday. Don't forget about the big movie coming up, the movie that's tonight, at dusk at Irvin McDowell Park. It's the Little Women movie. Again, vendors on site, going to be a little donut trailer, Dreamin' Creek, all the fun stuff going on there. And then, of course, the Spray and Play event, that'll take place on Wednesday of this week. This week, the Spray and Play will take place at Robinson Terrace, the playground area at Lombardi Drive. So keep that in mind. It's 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Another Spray and Play event. This is the third one, and the first two were awesome. Spray and Play will be from 2 to 3. All the other activities begin at 1. They'll have water activities, sensory bins, music, games, arts and craft. A ton of fun for the kids to wrap up the summer, and that's all courtesy of Richmond Parks and Recreation. Don't forget to like their Facebook page to learn about all the events they're having, including the big Back to School Bash, which is also coming up here in the next week or so. Well, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office is seeking the public's help in locating a missing 17-year-old girl. Casey Brummett was last seen around 11 p.m. on Saturday night near New Salem Road in London, Kentucky. She is described as 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing approximately 100 pounds. Authorities believe Brummett may be a runaway. If you have any information regarding Casey Brummett's whereabouts, please contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office at 606-864-6600 or the 911 Dispatch Center at 606-878-7000. Again, those phone numbers for the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, 606-864-6600 or the 911 Dispatch Center is 606-878-7000. Well, it's been a busy week for park goers at the Madison County Fair. If you were able to go over the weekend, you got to enjoy some nice weather. The rain that took place on Sunday has kind of made it a little bit harder to enjoy the fair. But as we come back, Sam Ryan will have the weather forecast for us, and we'll see if there is any more rain in the forecast for the ones that have not been to the Madison County Fair yet. That's on the other side. We'll be right back. It's Live at 5 on WBON TV 9.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in.
We can't wait to see ya.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Welcome back in to Live at 5. I'm Michael Watkins, and today Sam Ryan is here with us to break down our weather forecast again. Sam, today was another hot, muggy day, which is something we've obviously grown accustomed to. But tell us, do you have any good news regarding the weather for tonight and maybe the rest of the week?
Hi, thanks Michael, and welcome everybody. Here's a look satellite radar loop a little bit earlier today, and we see the bulk of the storms heading just on our doorstep to the south. We also had some strong winds out of those, and now we'll be kind of having a little bit of a lull, but additional thunderstorms are possible even as we go into the day on Wednesday. We currently have a marginal threat for an isolated severe storm. Again, damaging wind going to be the concern here. Thursday, same thing. So both Wednesday and Thursday could get another couple rounds of storms. And if they track over the same area, of course, that could lead to some flash flooding concerns. So that would probably be the main concern there. Still a chance of an isolated shower heading through the rest of the evening. And then overnight tonight could have some patchy fog developing. And then more showers into our Wednesday, widely scattered across the region, followed by more fog during the overnight. Kind of a repeat forecast here, just copy and paste sort of thing. Rainfall amounts, right now the model's just showing a general swath of around 4 to maybe 6/10 of an inch of rainfall. Of course, that will vary. You get hit by some of those thunderstorms and you get heavy downpours underneath those. So down to 73 degrees overnight tonight. Again, a chance of some patchy fog out there. High temperature is going to be warming up. We're kind of right on the edge of this big ridge parked off to our west and southwest. Highs right around 90, we'll call it. Upper 80s to around 90 degrees, which is about where we should be for this time of the year. Of course, it is pretty humid outside, so we have a heat index value when we combine the humidity and the temperature, and it's right around 100 degrees. It does cool off substantially going into the weekend, though. Saturday, we see a big drop in temperatures, so keeping the forecast unsettled for the day tomorrow. A chance of widely scattered storms again Thursday with that marginal threat of an isolated severe storm.
Looks like all the rain in the forecast might put a damper on the rest of the week in the fair. But folks, don't forget, for weather all the time, you can find it online at WBONTV.com, or you can check in daily for the forecast posted over on the WBON TV Facebook page. Well, the Kentucky State Police has announced their second place finish in the highly competitive Best Looking Cruiser contest. Despite the strong support from the Kentucky community, the KSP Cruiser was edged out this year by the Florida Highway Patrol. The annual contest, hosted by the American Association of State Troopers, celebrates the pride and aesthetic appeal of law enforcement vehicles across the nation. The top 13 finishers are featured in the association's annual wall calendar. While not claiming the top spot this year, the KSP is honored by the overwhelming support from Kentuckians and is excited to be featured in the 2025 calendar. And I know Grindeland's going to be upset about this, but I did win the Best Looking News Anchor Award here at WBON TV, so I'm proud of that as well. Well, in the face of Kentucky's turbulent weather history, Scott County is taking proactive measures to protect its residents. After experiencing firsthand the destructive power of tornadoes, the county is now equipped with state-of-the-art storm shelters. Led by Scott County Emergency Management Director Mike Hannigan, these shelters are designed to withstand even the most severe storms. The first of its kind, a $143,000 steel shelter, can accommodate up to 92 people and is equipped with essential amenities like a bathroom, ventilation, and emergency lighting. Hannigan's vision is to provide safe havens for those living in vulnerable housing, emphasizing the importance of preparedness. With plans to install additional shelters across the county, Scott County is demonstrating a strong commitment to community safety. Well, that will send us to another commercial break here on WBON TV's Live at 5. When we come back, we'll look at some of the scores from the big golf tournaments today featuring the Madison Central boys and girls golf teams, and we'll look back at our interview with the boys team last night from the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. That's coming up next when we come back here on Live at 5.
Hey y'all, it's Josh
and Greg from Hicks & Funson, Kentucky Lawyers.
You know, those giant law firms love to brag about how many billions they've won. But what's important to us is winning the support of our Kentucky community and fighting for justice for our clients.
We are grateful you voted us Best Law Firm in the 2024 Smiley Pete Best of Lexington contest. At Hicks & Funson, you're more than a dollar sign and more than just a number.
So if you've been injured and you prefer local instead of large, call 859-777-7000 or visit honestfearless.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
CT Diesel Performance is now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive off Duncannon Lane in Richmond. Chris Dorn and his staff have moved to help better serve their customers to a bigger and better location and are here to still offer you the best in getting your vehicle to its peak performance. At CT Diesel Performance, they service all your automotive needs. No job is too big or too small. Like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to learn more about CT Diesel Performance. Now located at 2269 Enterprise Drive in Richmond.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Back here on Live at 5, and it's now time for the Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report here on the WBON TV newscast. And folks, the local golf scene has exploded here in Madison County, and largely because of the great courses that we have around the area and overall support for the sport. But having back-to-back state champions in your own backyard at the local high school is also a big deal and brings eyes to the sport as well. Well, last night on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, Samantha and I were joined by the coach of that team, Kyle Congleton, from Madison Central, and two of his seniors also joined us to discuss the first week of their season and how this team was different than the two previous years when the team did win those state titles.
The depth. I've got 7, really 8 guys. The 8th kid kind of missed a little bit early on, so he's not got to show himself. But having 8 kids that can flat out play and could start on any team in the state, the depth on this team is just different. I've never had to make these difficult decisions leaving 1, 2 good players at home. I mean, it wears on me. Because
so they don't go?
So we have 18 kids on the team, 5 travel. Luckily, we do get to take some individuals. So like that's where you've seen, Reese hasn't played top 5 yet, but he's played in 2 tournaments as individual, and he's played great. Made the most of it. But
now, does that count on your score though? Like even though he's individual.
So high school golf, you're playing for you're playing for your team, but you're also playing for yourself.
Correct.
You're trying to win individually, and you're also trying to win as a team. So that's the neat thing about it. So I try to get them in as many tournaments as I can.
RCT Construction does more than just build homes.
Which, like I said, I mean, the Braden Carlisle kid, the first term of the year, shot 64, and he was one shot away from not even playing in the top 5.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
And so just having the depth on this team is different. Definitely, I mean, we'll never, we got to talk about the Clays and the Warren Thomases forever. I mean, there's very far and few between what those 2 did, but picking up Jake Feldhouse, he's a top 5 player in the state. He didn't play like it Saturday, but he is. Tucker Jones, a Richmond kid that's been a model, finally getting his chances, outplayed everybody so far this year.
Because he had to sit out last year.
He had to sit out last year.
We were talking about that before the show.
Yeah.
Somebody had to sit out.
Boo's played he's played great. He really has.
He was top 5 or 6, I think, in the second tournament you all had, right?
Yeah, he shot 7. He came in third. And Boo, unfortunately, he's sitting tomorrow.
Yeah.
And like I said, that's just kind of the hard part. Like I said, Reese has not been in the lineup, but he's played well and a senior and going to get his chance to see what he's made of tomorrow. But to answer your question, just the depth, man, and it's made my job hard.
For you two, especially, being the seniors, in previous years, maybe not as much light shown or shined on you, but now being the seniors, and with this team being deeper than recent teams, do you feel like, how does it feel being a senior leader, and have you talked to maybe Clay or Warren about that role and maybe kind of what you need to do in that role?
I've talked to Clay a little about it, and really all he said is, like, you really got to dig deep and step up. Like, you're a senior, it's your time to really step up and help lead the younger guys.
Yeah.
And that's what me and Radney are trying to do.
Yeah.
Well, this week you said you got to go down to Pikeville. I mean, when do you host? And I was looking on your schedule. Yeah. I know the girls think they're playing at home tomorrow. So when if somebody here locally would like to come out and watch you guys, support you here locally, when do you guys host a tournament?
Yeah, so we're in Louisville next Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday we come home and play in our tournament. Host 22 teams from across the state, and so it'll be like an 8 o'clock shotgun. So everybody's on the course at the same time. It'll be a 5-hour round. So, I mean, there's nothing better than sitting on the patio at Gibson Bay and maybe enjoy a little lunch or something, I don't know, and come out and watch the kids come in on 18. But, yeah, we'll be out there on August 7th from 8 to probably 2 o'clock if anybody wants. And won't just watch 5 guys. We'll probably play either all 18 guys or at least 15 of the guys will be out there playing.
And we'll talk to the guys, too. Talk about the schedule this week and the courses and kind of maybe what the layout of this week looks like.
Yeah, so fresh start. That first week of season, which really we've been at it 12 days. We've played 3 tournaments. We've been to Pikeville.
It's a long drive.
Yeah, we've been to Camelsville, so
opposite ends of the spectrum.
We've been everywhere, but today we finally got all 18 guys together for the first time really since tryouts. Just a little team practice we finished up. Had to talk about what lays out for the kids that aren't playing top 5. And then you make your cuts on who's playing top 5 tomorrow. So that happens. So we go to Dunbar's tournament at Kearney Hills on Tuesday. Tee off Wednesday right back in Lexington at the Kentucky Cup. Probably we'll finally get to see all the best teams in the state there, which we've seen them at Camelsville. Was probably, they were loaded. But the Kentucky Cup Wednesday, top 4 in that tournament play a match play, which is the only high school tournament in the state that does this. So your invitationals Wednesday, top 4 teams playing a match play tournament on Thursday. Friday morning we will pack up and head to Pikeville and play in Pikeville Saturday morning.
At the same course you played at already?
We are. We're going back to Stonecrest in Prestonsburg, but yeah, it's Pikeville's tournament. We always seem to like we travel west and go to Bowling Green in that area. This year we're going to Prestonsburg twice. Haven't been there in like 5 years and love that place, and it's always good to go to the mountains.
Now, before we go back to commercial break, we'll look up some of the scores from those tournaments today. The Madison Central girls team hosted a tournament over at Gibson Bay, and while the team won by more than 20 strokes, the individual crown came down to a 3-way playoff, and on this shot right here, the crown was won by an individual player from LCA. You'll see she sinks this putt. I think this was a the par 3. It's a hole 18 where they did a 3-shot playoff. Betterspill from Madison Central and a player from, I believe, West Carter was also a part of this. But LCA came in second. They did have the individual winner. Madison Central won the team tournament by 21 strokes. They shot plus 12 in the tournament. LCA shot plus 23. On the boys' side, it was another dominant victory by Coach Congleton's team, winning by 11 strokes today in Lexington. And both Tucker Jones and Jake Feldhouse finished in the top 3 individually. Again, Madison Central a plus 5 team on the day. Tucker Jones shot 2 under par. Jake Feldhouse 1 under par as they both finished in the top 3. And the Indians won another tournament. So dominant victories by the girls and boys golf teams from Madison Central, and their weeks will continue. The boys right back in action tomorrow. We'll step aside for our final commercial break. More news to get to on the other side here on Live at 5.
Richmond's very own TV station signal is now stronger than ever. If you're enjoying free over-the-air TV, rescan your TV now for all the channels WBON TV offers, including Channel 9.1 with the AMG network featuring great programming like Forensic Files, Cheaters, plus live local sports and our daily Live at 5 local newscast. Channel 9.2 with the Buzzer Network. Enjoy your favorite game shows of yesteryear. Channel 9.3 is the Heartland Network with classic country and southern gospel music, The Crook and Chase Show, classic movies, Jimmy Houston Outdoors, and much more rural living programs. And Channel 9.4, that's Retro TV, featuring classic TV shows and movies you love and remember. For more information on over-the-air TV, visit our website, WBONTV.com, and click the Over-the-Air tab. Drop us a line today and let us know where and what you're watching. Email us at info@WBONTV.com.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Watch The Real McCoys weekdays at 9:30 a.m. on Heartland.
Family known as the Real McCoys.
Watch Laugh-In on Retro TV, Mondays through Thursdays at 10 p.m. and Saturdays at 8.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At Amco Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at Amco the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And Amco has a longer warranty. Come see us at Amco Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass of Lexington, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Glad to be with you here on this Tuesday. I'll be back in the anchor chair tomorrow on the Wednesday edition of Live at 5. Thanks to our producer, Aiden Mills. We'll see you tomorrow from all of us here on WBON TV, Channel 9.